So the first session today is how to become magnetic to money. I'd love to start by asking you a question. Um, what is your dominant emotional state around money right now? So I want you to think about this. Is your usual emotion around money? Do you feel confident? Do you feel prosperous? Do you feel grateful? Do you feel totally at ease and wealthy? Or maybe you're feeling a little bit uneasy, uncertain, anxious, worried, maybe even fearful. Put it in the chat box. What is your most common emotion around money? Okay, Ramuna loves money. Yes, brilliant. But what is your usual emotion around it? Is it love, insecure, excitement, anxious, lack? Okay. Grateful and uneasy. Okay, great. Worried, anxious, love spending, fear about trying to keep it in my account. Yes, anxious. Okay. All right. Numb. Someone says numb. Okay. All right. So listen, this is why my mission on earth to help you become friends with money, because it's your God-given right to have enough money to live your life to the fullest. That's what we're meant to be. Okay, so your dominant emotional state tells you a little bit around your mindset and money. So your mindset can be programmed with system of beliefs that either attract money to you or repel money from you. And mind you, what I said, it tells you how your mindset is programmed around money, not what you're capable of. Okay, got it? So let's say if Courtney here feels anxious or worried about money, it doesn't mean that you're not capable to make millions or hundreds of thousands, whatever is going to help you live your life to the fullest. But it just tells you that your mindset is programmed with non-productive beliefs around money, which impact your ability to close sales, your ability to attract clients, your ability to go out there and play full out promoting your products and services, your ability to attract money to you. Okay, so we want to identify where your mindset is, and don't you worry, every single one of you can transform it. This is what I've done. So your dominant feeling is reflecting your beliefs around money. What are your beliefs? Deep-rooted opinions that are like a software, computer software in your mind around money, and they make you feel certain way. And where do they come from? So majority of your beliefs, so let's say Mel here, up to the age of 6 and 7, you're growing up with your family, around your teachers, around your family members, and you are absorbing beliefs. You're observing how they speak about money, how they speak about wealthy people, how they talk about earning, spending money, having, not having money. And repetition of these ideas gets stuck into your subconscious mind and becomes your computer program. Your subconscious mind and what's inside controls 95% of your ideas you get, 95% of actions you take, and 95% of results in the bank and sales sheet. So majority of your subconscious mind is programmed. Majority of your beliefs around money are actually designed up to the age of 6 and 7. And let's say after that, Mel develops what she calls conscious mind, which means that part of the mind can block information from outside. But your mind is still being programmed. Your beliefs are still being programmed by the people that you spend time with the most. Have you guys heard of this? The 5 people that you spend most time with have influence on how you think, how you believe about money and your capability to earn it, and how you go about doing it, right? So we want to identify these beliefs, and we want to change them if they do not attract money to us, so that we can have the money that is going to allow us to live our life the way we want, or to live the life we want. So let me give you some examples. So when I was growing up, my parents were so different when it comes to money. My dad was a hoarder. So I grew up in a small countryside in the south of Poland. My dad was a hoarder. So generation after generation, they were basically hoarding money. And then maybe when my dad would turn 60, he would purchase something for his children. So he would leave his legacy in the form of piece of land, apartment, or house, but he wouldn't be spending much money on a day to day, family trips or, clothing and so on. He would hoard a lot of money. My mom grew up in a completely opposite mindset. So her family, it was all about family life. It was all about taking children to places. It was all about experiencing life. So they maybe saved a little, but a little, not a lot. So I remember growing up, and whenever I needed money for something, let's say pair of trousers or books, I always went to my mom first. And I'm like, Mom, can I have some cash for a pair of trousers or books? And she says, go to your dad. Dad has money. So then I go to my dad and I say, Dad, can I have some cash for a pair of trousers or books or trip with my friends? And every single time his response would be no, 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 right? So what do I do? I was like in my childhood, in my early teens, and what I usually would do, I would be like, oh my God, like, what am I, like, how am I supposed to pay for these things? I would be bawling, crying, locking myself in the room and not knowing what to do. And sometimes my dad's heart would melt and he would send money over through one of my brothers, and sometimes he wouldn't. But the repetition of the situation designed a belief in my mind: money is hard to get. It doesn't come easily to me. Does that make sense? Make sense? You guys will kind of have some aha moments and light bulb moments here in a minute about where your beliefs come from. But I had a belief of money is hard to get and it doesn't come easily to me. The second thing that formulated my non-productive money beliefs was observing how my father was working. So my father was a carpenter coming from a very hardworking family, and he would work extremely hard. He would leave the house around 6 a.m. and with meal breaks, he would come back home maybe at 9 p.m. And I remember us sitting, I have two brothers, and us sitting in front of TV and watching some movies. And then we hear dad's footsteps, he's coming up the stairs. And we're like, we better get busy. We better get busy because it's frowned upon to be having fun. Like, it's frowned upon to be lazy. It's frowned upon to be relaxing. And the belief that I developed, I have to work hard to get paid well. Anybody resonates with that belief? Give me thumbs up, give me yeses. Big one. This is huge. And not just, it doesn't just come from our childhood, but majority of entrepreneurs and coaches teach you in the world, you've got to hustle and grind. But I can tell you guys, I ended up with asthma. Well, I was diagnosed with asthma when I was trying to burn out to achieve better results in my business. Thankfully, with the manifestation techniques, I've attracted alternative solution for that, but it was a wake-up call. Working harder is not going to get me to 6 or 7 figures and have a life. I've got to have different ways. So the next one that a belief that I had, I grew up in Catholic family. Okay, I grew up Catholic, and you know, I think I might have gotten it from the teachings in church. I'm not quite sure, but I developed a belief that I shouldn't want much. Anybody resonates with this? I shouldn't want much. I should be happy with what I've got. I should be modest, and I should give a lot of stuff away. Now, being a giver is a good belief. I also am a giver, and the more money I make, the more I give to others, to charities, to my loved ones. But the fact of not wanting much, not wanting much, I shouldn't want too much. That was not productive in my business. So when I met my first mentor, Bob Proctor, by the way, who knows Bob Proctor? Give me thumbs up or give me Bob in the chat box. Who knows Bob? Brilliant. So my fiance calls me Mini Bob. I'm like a top 1% consultant of Bob's globally, and I have been top 1% for the past 9 years. So I'm like the veteran of Bob Proctor's teachings. But anyway, when I started training with Bob Proctor, every other consultant was like, I want to make millions. I want to make 7 figures, 8 figures, millions and billions. And I was like, I just want to do what I love to do and make good money. I couldn't dream big. And I remember having a conversation with Bob, and he says, Eva, it's good to want more money. 2 reasons. One, because when you have more money, you can live comfortably and you can be more creative to come up with more ideas how to serve humanity. So right now, as I'm speaking to you guys, I'm in a 5-star spa hotel in Marbella, Spain, and I'm being taken care of by others so that I am in the most creative state to help you. I love that. And if I didn't have money for it, I would have to do things myself and I would be distracted and I couldn't be 100% best of myself with you, right? Um, but also he said, so number one, the more money you have, the more creative you are, the more comfortable and creative you are. But the second reason is the more money you have, the more impact you can make. I want you to really think about it. So when I was making 5,000 per month, how many clients could I coach? 20. When I'm making between 100 and 300,000 cash in every month, how many clients can I help? 300 or more. And I also have team helping me in the business so that they do the things that I'm not good at and I can do the things that I love. I also have people helping me in the house. I have a cleaner. I hate cleaning. I suck at cleaning, guys. I just like this is just a nuisance. So I just feel so thrilled that I can pay a cleaning lady that enjoys doing it and it provides for her and her family so that I can be in the zone of genius. You know, there's other things in my business that I have people, I pay them because I have more money. I'm also able to give a lot. I give to my loved ones, I give to my family. I treated my entire family to come over here into Spain and visit me in luxury and comfort. I give them gifts. I treat my team members to beautiful, luxurious trips and retreats. I give money to charity. I've gifted, like, I think over $100,000 to girls in Kenya so that instead of being married off to men 3 times their age, they can go and have education and have their own business. I mean, I love giving. Who loves giving? Who loves giving? Everybody loves giving, right? And if you don't have much money, you can't give, right? You can't give. So we are all meant to be abundant and we should want more because it's going to help us do a lot of good for ourselves and for others. Okay, so let me share with you some of the most common non-productive beliefs around money. I've worked with 1,500 clients, all of them going to 6 or 7 figures with greater work-life balance. And we've discovered common beliefs that are holding us back from attracting the wealth that we desire. I want you to write relate in the chat box if this belief resonates with you. Maybe you think you might have it, or you've been hearing it a lot around you growing up. Okay, so most common beliefs are money isn't important. Who relates? Give me a relate in the chat box. Money isn't important. You might think that maybe it is hidden there in my subconscious, or maybe I heard it a lot or I hear it a lot. Money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't make you happy. This is so big, right? And I do believe that money itself, the coins, the paper, the notes, the bank, doesn't make you happy, but it's what you do with that money for yourself and for others that's making you happy. Money is hard to get. It doesn't come easily to me. Money is hard to get. It doesn't come easily. You have to work hard in order to get paid okay, not to mention wealthy. You've got to work hard to get paid okay. I cannot charge high rates for doing what I love to do. So it's okay to get paid for finance that I don't like, but it's not okay to get paid well for coaching that comes easily to me and I'm passionate about, right? I had difficulty to charge at the start. And you shouldn't want too much money. It makes you selfish, makes you egotistical. You shouldn't want too much money. You should save for a rainy day. Ooh, this is a juicy one. Okay, how many of you are into law of attraction? Give me thumbs up or LOA in the chat box. How many of you are into law of attraction? So I want you to think about it. Universe reads our energy. So if I'm if I'm saving for a rainy day, what am I asking universe to give me? Rainy day. Yes. So wealthy people save money, but they have different intention. They save money for asset like a house or something, or they save money for investments. So if you save money, do not save for a rainy day, save for something different that wealthy people would save for. Okay, so now I want to share with you the productive beliefs, and maybe some of them you would like to take on yourself. I'll teach you how to accept new beliefs and reprogram them. So I want to share with you the most productive beliefs that helped me go from that 3K per month employee spending all I had to multi seven figures and 1,500 clients that I've had. So first belief that I think is the most important to take on is what money really is. Money is not good or bad. Money is simply energy of exchange. So let's say Isabel here. Let's say we live in the jungle, right? Let's say we live in the jungle and we meet in the middle of the forest. What we would be exchanging is probably not money. I would maybe give you some fruit and vegetable to eat, and maybe you would give me some tools to build myself a tent or shelter, right? And that would be the energy of exchange. But in the civilized economic world, what happens is let's say if I want to purchase fruit or veggies, I'm going to pay money for it. If I want to, buy a service of building a house, I'm going to exchange money for it. So money is simply energy of exchange, is the thing that you exchange for products or services. That's all money is. That's all money is. But we as humanity have come up with so many non-productive ideas. Well, some of them serve us, some of them don't serve us. So it's very important to identify what beliefs do I have about money and do they help me allow it into my life or not. So we want to regularly clean up our beliefs. A second belief that I have, and I would highly encourage you to have, is money is a tool. Money is not God, but money is an important tool in my life to create the lifestyle I desire for me, my loved ones, and other people that I want to contribute to. Money is my tool, and it's an important tool to create the lifestyle I desire for myself and for others. Money is good and important because I do believe that there is some people in this world that get money in an dishonest way, and karma always comes back, right? But you don't have to get money in dishonest way. You always want to leave people with increase when you make money. You want to provide good quality service and products that help people with something, and in exchange of that you want to get money. And money can, like, in general, money is good and important. You do a lot of goodness with it, okay? We should want more money for two reasons. The more money we have, the more comfortable we are and our family is comfortable, and the more we can create of the goodness for others, right? The more money we have, the bigger impact we can do with our services, with the money itself. Oh, I love this one. It's probably my favorite belief and I live by it. Money is my best friend. Feel free to borrow. Money is my best friend. The more I have, the more goodness I do for myself and for others. Brilliant. Isabel is taking it on. Money is my best friend. The more I have, the more goodness I do for myself and for others. I want you to just imagine, if you believe that, how much different energy you would have around money. Money is not bad. Money is flipping great. And you do a lot of good with it because you're a good person. Another good belief is money is an amplifier. So sometimes people are afraid that money will change them. Okay. So when I was growing up in the countryside, I was growing up in a working class. So there was always enough money, but not abundance and opulence. And I heard stories when, my family would be talking about the wealthy ones. It was like, oh, yeah, they take bribes, they do something dishonest, and they trick people, and blah. And I think repetition of this, there was a fear in my mind that I will change when I become wealthy. And that's because I'm a very honest person. And I think subconsciously I was afraid that I will have to do something dishonest, illegal in order to be wealthy. But what I've learned is money doesn't change you. If you are someone who is making, I don't know, 3,000 per month, and you are honest person, when you make million and you're still going to be honest person, you're probably going to be doing a lot more good with the money, right? And when you're someone who is a giver, you're going to be giving more. If you're someone who is a hoarder, you're just going to hoard more. Make sense? So let's stop being afraid that money will change us in a bad way. It doesn't. Isabel, I want you to just think how much goodness you can do with the money for yourself, for your loved ones, for the world. So many things you want to do, you want to have, you want to experience, you want to give, and you're not doing that because of the money that you don't have in your pocket. And we were born with God-given birthright to have the amount of money we need in order to live the life that we designed to live. So that's why we're here, right? We want to change this. And then last but not least, belief, a good one is money needs to circulate. So many of you guys understand the law of attraction. There's many universal laws, and we know that when we live in alignment with universal laws, good things happen, and it feels like we're flowing with the stream versus fighting off up the stream, right? And so one of the universal laws is law of circulation, which states that money should be circulated freely with the belief that the money comes back to you multiple times. So I'll give you this cool idea. It's called arigato money, okay? So whenever I spend money on anything, it could be a cup of coffee, it could be paying a bill, what I do in my mind, and it's a habit by now, I'm paying for a cup of coffee and I'm like, thank you, money, for this delicious cup of coffee and for coming back to me multiple times. I talk to money like it's my best friend because I believe it's my best friend, and money is energy. And when I pay a bill, right? Thank you, money, for this fantastic team member and all the goodness they helped me do. And thank you for coming back to me multiple times. So what am I doing? Not only I am thanking for the goods or services that I'm purchasing with the money, but I'm also installing belief that money comes back to me multiple times. And law of circulation is all about, money is meant to be circulated. I'm not talking about splashing money ridiculously, but circulating with the feeling of money comes back to me and it's okay for me to make that payment. And with the minute when we start clinging to money, we're sending out energy to the universe. I'm afraid more money will not come. Make sense? And universe knows it because universe responds to the energy you send out, to your vibration. And your vibration is made up of your beliefs, of your feelings, and your actions. And it responds to the energy that you send out.